All right, we're out here. We're live. Can you hold this for a second? Hey, family. I just sent out the link to my sisters to join us. But we are just arriving, and we're here for the protest. You ready? I got the Wilburn family with me. Florence, Wilderstein, and see Phyllis Taya. She's over there. And we haven't started yet, but we could not stay home. We definitely had to be here. Um, hey, Stephen. How are you? Let me go. Who's on wait, where are we?
Bayard Rustin. Bayard Rustin on that shirt.
What's up, folks? We're live. We got 62 people.
We've been talking about this for a while, so now we're down here to actually be a part of the action. Justice for Breonna Taylor.
Absolutely. We are not satisfied with what happened and transpired in our country yesterday. It's just really ridiculous. They're giving us instructions now before we get started. Hey, how are you? Yes, we're out here being safe. Thank you for sharing, Olivia. We appreciate you. I love this. We have voters registration going on right now, as well as us getting ready for the march. And we will show by strength in numbers and by our actions that we are not satisfied with the injustice that happened. It was not justified for the end result. So no, we are not satisfied, and we are marching. Before we get started, we have food, water, and snacks down here. Also, if you're not registered to vote, we have people in the archives. Let me just show you guys what's going on here. I'll take my water. Thank you. I appreciate you. What is that card you have?
For food.
Oh, okay. I love that. So I'm here. I have the Wilburn family with me, representing all things new. And I think it's beautiful that Matisa has her family, her children are here, and they're from Louisville, Kentucky. So this hits close to home for them. And we've had Pastor Tim Finley on our show before, and he was, talking about this very thing, how we wanted the officers arrested, and they've been arrested and really have gotten away literally with murder. They literally got away with murder. And I think it's so sad that the only punishment he receives is for the bullets that missed Breonna. That is the only thing they're considering are the stray bullets that didn't hit her. And that's just ridiculous. We're not standing for that. So we're actually in front of the police station in Atlanta, and this is our starting point. I may have to let you in the room. All right, I'm going to bring my sister on screen. I think she should be here in one moment. I don't see you on here yet. Are you in the studio? Okay, let me bring Batista on.
I know. I want to be on it. Hey, everybody. Now we're both on. Kataya with me. It's so amazing that we can come down and be here, like Teresa was saying. My family's from Louisville. We lived there for 12 years, and we've not been able to be a part of everything that was going on. But I'm glad that lots of different cities are coming together to protest the injustice that has happened related to the Breonna Taylor case. So we just want our voice heard. We want to show up. As Christians, we have a lot to say, but we don't want to just pray. We protest too, and we're just marching in honor of making sure that Breonna Taylor gets justice and that it's recognized. Our kids are here too. Teresa, what would you say the feeling is right now? What's going on down here for you?
Well, I think everyone is in anticipation of, getting the march started, and people are starting to gather. And I really believe that it's a united front, and people that are driving by are honking and, standing with us. And I really believe that this will, if not
We lived there for
anything,
about
make a
12 years.
statement that we're not satisfied with things the way they are. I love that the cities come together. There are all nationalities here, and people that are just tired of the injustice that we see on a continuous basis. It's just like really ridiculous to me. I think a point that drove home for me was the fact that the only thing that was held against the officer was the bullets that missed Breonna. It was really sad. And so I think that I have a supporter standing here behind me with a sign, but I think it's just we're not going to stop. I think they believe that, oh, we'll give them some money, we'll give them a light sentence, and then we'll keep going. But if we don't get justice, they will not have any peace. I will be out here every time they have something, because we are not set. This is not it. You can't, give us money and think things are going to be justifiably quieted or hushed. And essentially, they gave us hush money. Like, you guys, can you please go away? No, we're not going away. And while we're here, and I love it, Matisse said, we're going to pray, but we're going to protest as well. So I think that Christians can protest. I think we even had it as a conversation on our show before. Can you be a Christian and protest? And the answer is absolutely yes. So I'm here praying. We're praying for a peaceful protest, but we are going to be here as long as it's safe for us, and stand united with everyone else here in Atlanta to support everything that's going on, and support Pastor Tim Finley in Louisville justice for King Brown, as well as Breonna Thomas. So we're going to be here with you all as long as I have Wi-Fi signal, and show you guys what's happening. But we're just now formalizing and passing out water, food, fruit snacks to people, just so they can have something to be nourished while we're walking and marching. So again, I love the fact that Matisse has her kids here with her, because they need to know what's going on. They have conversations with their friends all the time about what's going on, and I think it's invaluable for the children to be here participating as well. So I think everyone is just anxiously waiting to get started. I love it. I love every bit of this. I couldn't, and we were going to do our show on finance tonight and do it from the comfort of our homes, but we couldn't fail to be out here. So we're glad and grateful that you are participating as well. I agree with Olivia. She says this has to stop. It's unacceptable. We'll let them know that it's unacceptable. We're going to make them keep saying her name. We're going to keep bringing it to the forefront, because it's unacceptable. So that's what I wish we could get. I know Dana is currently at work. Joy is at work. She's going to try to join us later. If wherever we are, yeah, we're just going to have to fly down and join the march. But they're both at work. That's the only reason they're not on the street as well, because they will be standing with us and certainly marching in protest against the injustice that has been done. Woo! Yes! No justice, no peace. I'm not gonna let it rest. I'm not going to. So my pastor knows that I'm out here, and he has given me his blessing and his prayers that we're safe. But we will stand for what we believe in. I know some people have made comments that, oh, the saints shouldn't be out protesting, but I'm not rioting. I am not out here creating or wreaking havoc. I'm out here showing support to a community that will not be satisfied with things that has been the status quo for the United States, or what's become the norm. Our norm is so crazy now. Like the pandemic everything that's going on, this crazy election. The biggest thing I can say right now is please go register to vote. Please register because it's unfair to even have a voice about what's going on in politics if you're not registered to vote and you don't exercise that right. Too many people have done just what we're doing today by protesting for us to have the ability to vote. You know, we were not even considered whole human at one point of this amazing, great country coming together. And I was usually a fraction of a person. And since I get a whole vote,
Stand up
I'm
for
going to
justice.
use it.
Stand up for justice.
There you go, Lawrence. I love that.
I can't hear anything
Really?
you're saying.
Oh, okay. Batista can't hear me.
I can hear y'all, but I second whatever Teresa's saying. I second whatever she's saying.
Right.
But I will say that people are coming. We've been waiting just for a little bit. People are coming. As you can see behind me, a lot of people. And again, we're just trying to stay visible. What happens is, cases like the Breonna Taylor case happens, and we kind of go on back to business as usual. But what you see is business as usual. We are not going to stop. Um, we're not going to back down. And it's not just going to be for Breonna Taylor. It's going to be in every single system we can invade. We're going to do that because real change has to be made. Taya's telling me I got to put my mask on, so.
Guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate you all being here. But we're in front of the police precinct downtown Atlanta. Actually, we're right next to a correctional facility. That's next to, I don't know what precinct this is, but we're right in front of the police station here in downtown Atlanta. And we're not going to be satisfied. Oh, this is the Atlanta City Detention Center behind me that you see there. That's the detention center. And I agree, Olivia, too many cases have happened within the last 6 months. But this intensifies. And what's so crazy is some things we don't even know until we find out after the fact. Like you think they aren't putting this out here because they know it's wrong as well. That's why they didn't contact the family. That's why they didn't provide information because they knew already what they were doing was wrong. So that's why we're not going to be satisfied. Systemic racism is real. It's not the buzzword for 2020 along with the pandemic. Right now, we're almost early. I hope we can stay on with you all. Once we start marching, we may have a lower connection. But Channel 2 News is here, as well as CBS, Channel 46 in Atlanta, the local news station.
That's how it is. Yeah, and tell them we're from Louisville. They probably want to know.
CBS News, Channel 46, Channel 2 is here.
You don't want to be on TV? You don't want to be on TV?
I don't know if we'll keep a signal that whole time. So I was doing this intro.
Are people on?
Yeah, we have. We started with 62, and now we're at 35 with 27 comments. But I can't post the comments.
Oh, that's why I can't see it. I'm like, why can't see the
Oh, okay. Probably because I opened it. I don't think I have the ability to.
post it, yeah.
I can't post the comments. But thank you all for making comments. Let me see. I don't think I can post them. No, I can't have them. It feels like it's about to rain.
He think everybody like him. No, my boy, everybody don't like him. You need to go somewhere else where everybody like him. You came to the wrong place. That's just because Georgia is a red state, I don't mean everybody like you.
Everybody is really tripping. But it wasn't President Trump here today? Was he here in Atlanta?
He's kicking off.
You can tell that. You're in.
Yeah. So this is the thing that's really interesting. President Trump was just here a couple of hours ago because he's kicking off his Black Voters for Trump. He kicked it off actually here, I think, last year in Atlanta, and he's here to gain more support. So, it's really, for some people, maybe not everybody, somewhat of a slap in the face that, he's coming here. And some people would suggest he's not talked about Breonna Taylor. He's not talked about the tragedy, the travesty that has happened. He applauded Daniel Cameron, who is the AG. He called him a star. He said that he handled the case very well, but didn't even acknowledge the pain and the trauma felt by Tamika Palmer, who is Breonna Taylor's mom. So it's ironic that he would come here to Atlanta, the Black Mecca, if you will, to kick off his campaign. And we're glad to be able, even if it's a couple of hours later, to be able to come down here in this march to say no. We're not supporting the things that you have unleashed in this country. In fact, we are adamantly opposed. We're not afraid to lift up our voices. We're going to march. We're gonna do what's necessary. And this is one thing I want to lift up. I don't know if you all have been following the news, but in Louisville last night, they have a curfew. The curfew is at 9 o'clock. There were a lot of protesters out. They were trying to arrest them. They went to a church. And I want to say this because we are a Christian group, right? This church decided that they wanted to allow them to come in and find a place of refuge in their church. Sorry, they're honking and stuff. They allowed them to come into the church. They allowed them to come into the church to find refuge. That alone speaks volumes. It was a Unitarian church. So I would just say for all of us, there are so many things we can do. If you don't want to protest or be on the front lines, this church just opened up their doors and allowed them to have refuge. The police stayed outside the church waiting for them to come outside so they could arrest them. One of the only Black state representatives in Louisville was arrested along with another person. But guess what? The protesters weren't deterred. And in the words of Pastor Tim Finley, they knew that this was going to happen, right? They are disappointed, but they were not defeated. And I think this is what this march is saying. We are all disappointed because we knew what was going to happen with Breonna Taylor and others like her, but we're not defeated. And this time, we're not going to cower and stop and say, well, it is what it is. No, it's not. It is what it is, but we're about to change it. We're about dismantling and disrupting systems that continue to oppress Black people. We're no longer going to take it. And so I would just encourage you, do, as Teresa was saying, vote, do what needs to be done, because it's not just in Louisville. It was in Clayton County not long ago. It was Ahmaud Arbery some months before that. It was in Baltimore. It was in St. Louis. So this is not the only place, or Louisville's not the only place. That's where we're looking at. That's the epicenter, but it's everywhere. So I'm hopeful that wherever you are, you find something to do to make sure that your voice is heard. And the ladies of ATN, part of what we want to do is just make this opportunity visible and to tell you that we're not just talking about it anymore. We're going to be about what we have said. We've been talking for a long time, but we want to get out here and let people know that, again, we're supporting what's going on. We're not just sitting in our offices and in our churches and in our living rooms talking about it. We want to be out here where the action is too. And I hope you all do the same thing. The organizers are bringing us together now.
Okay. They're giving us instructions. They're giving us instructions on how to be safe.
Give them a hand. All right, y'all. At this time, introduce Quick Montague. Y'all, let's give her a hand as she comes so we get this started, all right? No justice! No justice! Let's go.
Okay, well, thank you all so much for being here today. How y'all feeling?
Giving us instructions. They're about to give us some instructions so you know which streets we're walking on, how to be safe. Start.
So we have an amazing person who just opened this up. Of course, he's saying how weird he is. I just met him, but I already know that he's going to be amazing. For Will Reyes.
We're going to have someone that starts off with a song before we get started.
How y'all doing? Feel free to sing with me if y'all want. Lift that voice and sing till I sing heaven. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise highest let us resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us. And sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun, our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
That was beautiful. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to start.
All right, we're talking Will.
Yay, Will. Great job.
All right, so you have a speaker that's going to come.
Okay, I love this. But we're having let me know before we go.
Okay, great. Okay, perfect. I just got a message. Who out here is registered to vote?
Yes, I'm registered to vote. Are you?
Some of y'all hands went up a little slow. I feel like
We're
y'all
going to
trying
have
a little
more
bit.
information from YLC on
Okay,
voting
we'll
as
test
well.
the tip. That is perfectly okay because we are registering people to vote. If you are
Are y'all registered to vote?
Please
Please register to vote.
that vote because your vote matters. In case you probably don't know that it does.
We're going to be doing something soon with
I didn't say that. Someone else said that.
YLC
But
is
your vote,
partnering with Woke Vote.
your vote
I'm sure
definitely
you all
matters,
know
okay? So if you're
Breonna,
not registered to
Breonna
vote,
Taylor is the
we
reason why
have
we're
a
here.
way for you to
But
register
I
to
can
vote.
tell you
Find
this, it
someone
is an
that's in a shirt
awakening
like
that
mine
people
and
need to
have
be
these
aware
like
of their rights that they have. And we
yes,
start
a shirt like
right
mine.
in
Once
the
you get ready
nucleus
to
of our
vote,
cities.
just
We don't
find
start
this
in
off to the side
Washington,
of
we
the little
start
air
here.
tickets.
So it is
You
imperative
take
that we
care of
get
it
out
in
and vote.
person here
And we
and
are
so to
partnering
our
again with,
investigation, okay?
thank you for being registered,
All right,
Olivia. I'm
perfect.
registered as
So
well.
coming up next, we
But
have
we
a
are
man
partnering,
that goes
YLC
by
is
the name
partnering with
of
Woke Vote. Dewana Thompson, who is an advocate,
Asante
and
Hill. Are you
she's
here?
partnered with the Political Action Committee, and she's
You're here.
really helped us in
Perfect. Make
connecting
some
us
noise for
to our
Santi.
political communities. And so we will be partnering with her. That information regarding being able to vote in your cities will be posted. We'll probably have information Sunday if we can do it before our Spirit and Truth service, or maybe afterwards, but definitely next week for our Bible study. We will have information. You'll be able to find it on our website as well as on our Facebook page, and our information will be posted there so you can find out where you can vote in your city. There are some places that I think the first week of October, next week, is the last time you can register to vote. Some states have it a little bit more lenient where you can register to vote all the way up until the time of the election. So we will have that information regarding every state on our website on Young Leaders Conference on exploreylc.com, where you'll be able to get that information. I'm glad you're registered, Regina. I am registered as well. Make sure you're registered in your community where you live so it's not an issue when it comes to the location where you have to go. If you have to vote by mail, vote by mail. But
Thank you so
whatever
much,
you do,
Asante.
please vote.
All right, so coming up
It
next,
will
this is going to be our
start
last speaker
with
before we
you.
start on our
You're the
journey
person that can make
and
the
raise
difference.
our voices
So
for all Black lives. Y'all ready?
have someone come and speak one more time before we
Okay, so
actually get
coming up
started.
next, this is a man that has been
So
like
I love how organized
out
this
in the
is. It's very
okay? We've been out in the streets, the people's uprising, but
organized.
he
You
really
see,
been like out
I
in the
don't know if you
streets.
can see behind me, but
So,
there are police that are standing
so
outside the
put your
detention
hands together
center,
for Attorney
just watching,
Greg.
and I'm sure they're waiting. But this is a peaceful protest,
What's going on, Atlanta?
we are
Y'all
really
fired
here
up?
just to make a
Y'all ready to
statement
go?
that we would not be
So
satisfied. We
we've
will
been
not
in
be
the streets,
satisfied.
what, almost 100,
So we
109
have someone that's going through the
on and
crowd
off
with
virtually in
a
person.
digital device, and
And I have
pull
to
up
be real
that
with
you
you guys.
vote right on the spot.
I'm hurting a little bit
So we love that.
because we went to Louisville twice. We met with the family of Breonna Taylor. We met with the activists. We went to Greenway and Breonna Square, and we shut down the Derby, and we felt like we were going to get justice. And then we got the decision by Daniel County. And I must say, around the country, because America has a police brutality problem.
Right.
And Black women matter.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that again. Black women matter. And so I don't want to take too long. This is not about me. This is about Breonna. And this is about the families that are hurting here in Atlanta and around the country. So let's do what Atlanta knows how to do. Let's get in some good trouble. Let's send a message. Let's say in one voice, Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Say her name. Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Hold on, let's do a little bit better. Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
And if we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice,
Oh Lord.
if we don't get no justice, we gotta work on that.
Oh
So,
Lord.
again, I'm ready. Y'all fired up? Y'all fired up? Y'all fired up? Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
No peace, no justice.
No peace. No peace. No peace.
What up, y'all? All right, y'all, we about to get started. Y'all, listen up the count real quick. All right, y'all, one last thing. Like I said before, we're here to promote Black lives and protecting Black women. So on that note, when we're lining up in the streets, our marshals are going to be in the behind everybody. What we're going to ask is how all of you play into this narrative. We're going to request that all our Black women and women in general kind of center themselves in the middle of the march, with all of our men or people that identify as men being around them in a type of protection type of manner. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's still in the same formation. We're going to try to make sure that you all like space out a little bit between lines, you know, social distancing. Hopefully everyone has a mask on. And we're going to be reminding you throughout the march to try to keep a little space, not be all up on each other like this, but just keep maybe 1 or 2 steps in between each other, with our Black women and women in the middle, spaced out, with our men surrounding them on the left, right, front, and back. Does everybody understand? All right, on that note, like I said, our marshals are on this side of the street. We're going to start filing in a civil manner on this side of the street. But real quick, we're going this way. Let's have our women go first in the middle. All women, please go first. Y'all give it up for our ladies. All women, please go first on the right side of the street.
This is good.
And men, please follow suit around the women. Please follow suit around the women.
And we want our fellow on the outside.
On the right side of the street.
Please pass down the right side of the street. Look at side. Y'all, if it's a little street, you're going to need y'all to stretch out toward the back. That's the only way we're going to do this.
I said, stand next to your sister. On the other side of your sister.
Keep stretching down.
Just let them stay right there with the men. It's good.
Black men on this side. You all have men on this side.
I don't want to.
Look, the black men are protecting our women. The black men are protecting our women.
I don't want to sit there by yourself. There you go.
We're out here to protect our women. You know, it's time out for allow anybody just to attack our women. So we're out here protecting our women on today. Representing the Black Dance Count as well, representing the city of Louisville. Just want to let you know, protect our women.
Thank you, Lawrence. I feel safe with him walking next to me.
No justice! No peace! No peace! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Y'all in this building, this on the street. Not on the inside of this side of the street. Not on the inside of the yellow line. Marshals have to stop, walk on the yellow line. Marshals have to stop, walk on the yellow line. So I'm right here. That's a problem. You're gonna walk down. Come on, if you're bumping into walk down. You're bumping into the yellow line.
That just got a strap.
in the army of the Lord.
No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. Breonna Taylor. 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 No peace. No peace. No peace. Arrest the cop.
Arrest them.
Arrest the cop. Arrest the cop. Prosecute the police. Prosecute the police. Prosecute the police. Prosecute the police. You can't stop the revolution. 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 We'll never be divided.
The people united will never be divided.
United, we'll never be divided. The people united, we'll never be divided. The people united, we'll never be divided. The people united, we'll never be divided. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna
peace, then we don't get no peace. Now, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. You can't stop the revolution. 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 Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. Right. Let's get together. Let's get together. Slow down. Slow down. Come on. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women.
Let's have the women in the middle and the women
Protect Black women.
man or identify as a man. Please get a round up of the women who meet up front and the women in the middle, okay? Protect Black women.
Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Protect Black women. Arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. We said arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. We said arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. We said arrest the cops. Arrest the cops. No Donald Trump, no KKK, no racist USA. 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 No racist USA. You can't stop the revolution. 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 Stop the revolution. You can't 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 stop the revolution. They don't get no peace. 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 I'm not. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. I love the color of my skin. This is beautiful. I love
No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace.
no racist police.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Hands up.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Hands up.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Now. Justice. Now. Shut it down. Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
Taylor.
Taylor. Taylor. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
You don't get no peace. Then they don't get no peace. They're affording everybody an opportunity to take a break and catch their breath. They have water. And we're at the midpoint of our march. So we're taking a break here for everyone. And you can see I don't think you can see it, the Georgia Dome behind us. It's a Mercedes-Benz Stadium behind us. So we came all the way over from the downtown Atlanta Detention Center, and now we're at Forsyth and near the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Thank you, Mark, for having people share it. They're just reminding us not to litter in the city. But what I love about this is that all the women that are marching are in the middle of the march, and the men are walking on the perimeter. That's who? Pastor McBride. Where's Pastor McBride? Right there. Oh, this Black Lives Matter shirt? Pastor McBride is right here. May I have some hand sanitizer? Thank you. We're being safe. Pastor McBride, TJ McBride is here. And we've worked closely with his brother out of California for the YOC event. He's part of the Black Church pact. Black Lives Matter! 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 our founder, Elder Mark Moore, will have more information. Elder Mark Moore will have more information coming up regarding how you can vote. We are partnering with Vote, so we can start making a difference at home. This is the, if you are not sick, contact.
That's all right.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yesterday was very hard for me, as I'm sure it was for a lot of you all.
There are different women who are speaking right now.
I was at work when I found out everything. People were texting me, people were calling me. I see many people with unsocial shirts on, and I know a lot of people from the People's Uprising went down there with us every single weekend in Louisville, Kentucky.
A lot
To
of
the
these
day that
people
they arrested Pop
went
and
to
pulled
Louisville,
on Taylor.
Kentucky. We
And as I
protested
ran my test for my job, I literally felt like I was coming to the check. But I was afraid. And I came outside and I protested all I could think like anything. I just want to stay in my room in the dark. I honestly believe that we were going to get justice. I honestly believe that the work was going to be put in the work. And I don't want anybody out here to feel like they didn't put in the work because I know that each and every one of you, for months on end, showed up and showed out every single day. You did what you had to do. I don't want anyone to feel like the work that they did was in vain because it wasn't. The problem is people like Daniel Cameron who we support with our dollars and they turn a blind eye to our issues. Today, Tamika Mallory talked about black people, black men, like Daniel Cameron, who 400 years ago put us on slave ships. And today they stand in positions of power and they do the same thing. Enough is enough. And as I laid in my bed, trying to go to sleep, I saw that another black man use his fucking platform to demean and belittle another black woman as though I never had a child. Once we realize that black men are the backbone of our community, this shit will change. Now it's time for us to do another thing. We gotta continue to hold black women accountable. See, when we push you into this of power, we don't need to forget who you are and who pushed you. Because black women show up to the polls each and every time. We just have to believe that so much. No, black college women are the largest turnout for women when it comes to vote. Older black women are the largest turnout when it comes to vote. We're gonna vote. The people in Kamala, Kamala Harris, all y'all, do your job. We are tired of watching black women try to find life art and find life art. So I'm gonna call out on people like I'm gonna call out people like
That you're not considered a fraction of
I'm gonna call out people like we're gonna call him out. We're gonna call him out. We're gonna call him out. Because you're supposed to know my shit. Because you're supposed to know what you're supposed to know what it feels like to feel like over and it feels like what it feels like to survive. What it feels like to trying to get power that we have. So all I have to say is moving forward, we have to hold each other accountable. I don't care if y'all black, I'm scared of black women.
One of the things that they just said, Teresa's getting her signal together, but one of the things that they just said that was so important, she's talking about the importance of holding everybody accountable, black men, black women, all of society. One thing that we do know is that black women show up to vote. We're going to do our jobs, so we want other people to show up too and to make sure that they're voting their conscience. It's not about party line. It's about making sure that everyone's voice matters and that there is truly justice for all. So make sure you show up to vote.
Even if you're talking. Just like your vote is continuing to show. You have to push past the vote. You have to collectively do everything that that vote gives us. You need to call in on public comment. You need to show up to city council meetings. You need to put together a petition. You need to put opinions together. You are the legislature and you are elected. You need to pay attention to watch our businesses. They are. You put all your things together and you need to make sure we get them out and we get somebody in that cares about you need to study. I want y'all to all clap some time. You just committed to study every day for 3 minutes. That was the agreement that you just made. Because at the end of the day, you cannot be in this fight if you're not informed. You are detrimental to the fight if you are spreading misinformation. You are detrimental to the fight if you are misguiding people. You are not helping the fight if you feed people lies. Because we have to beat that ass with the truth. Because the truth is the only thing that is non-negotiable. The truth is one was murdered by right. So everything else is non-negotiable.
That's right. That's good.
The truth is that there was a woman in this city who died in custody in the backseat of a car. Say her name. Alexia Christian. Say her name. Say her name. So it's non-negotiable.
Alexia Christian died while she was in the backseat of a police car in custody.
We have to be prepared. There's no reason that Ontario Robinson is still fighting for justice for her baby 4 years later. Don't be done. We have to be conscious of the moves we make. We have to have a plan. And the first plan is to educate yourself.
You have to have a plan. The first plan is to educate yourself. Yeah.
I said the other day, y'all always say, I ain't my ancestors. You damn right, we didn't look like this. They were 381 days.
Right.
You know, you're not there. You need to learn that and get like them. Someone out here 30 minutes to get you to be impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm going to be impressed with their legislation. That's right. With their economic development. Better mental health. There's black women giving birth. Black women 3 times more likely to die in childbirth. do is create and love and give, and somehow there's fear. Did we put people in burdens?
Good.
Did we enslave people for 300 years? So my question is, why do they fear you? Because they know who you are. You don't. This is why you have to educate yourself. This is why you have to know who you are. This is why you have to know where you stand. This is why you have to know what's next. So what's next? Let's go back in time. And I'm making this, I'm going to say this every time I'm in the streets again. So we all are moving forward. We got our 48 of them doing. But this is the back. How many of y'all are familiar with Howard University? Howard University is named after General Oliver Howard. General Oliver Howard, at the end of slavery, was given a bureau called the Freedmen's Bureau. He's not getting the money to fund it. And what the Freedmen's Bureau had was 850,000 acres of land. And so what he decided he was going to do with that land was distribute to formerly enslaved people. And he did. And then Lincoln got shot. And Johnson got an altar. Johnson was one of the only times that happened in history, although Lincoln was a Republican, Johnson was a Democrat, a Southern Democrat, which is not our party back then. And he was from the poor class. And he hated the planter class, which is the people who own the land. So that moment of power felt so good to him that what he decided he was going to do was take back that 850,000 acres that Oliver Howard had started to distribute, and he was going to use it as a bargaining chip to the Confederates to concede to the Union and declare their loyalty to the Union. And he told them, I will do it, and I will give you land back. And that is when we lost the 40 acres we had just gained.
Wow.
The miseducation of America affects not only black people, but all people. If you miseducate the masses, they don't see the through line. They don't see the history. You don't see how there has been laws that have intentionally been put in place, like the black code that's still on the books, like the 13th Amendment that is still affecting you today, about the economic reform that is still affecting you today. So what do we need to do? That's the question everybody keeps asking. We need to reinstate the Freedmen's Bureau and make it do what it's supposed to do in the first place. Because the only way you get stuff done legislation is if you have a bureau. You have to have a bureau. That's how the Japanese got their money from being Japanese internment, which some of you all know puzzles. You have internment camps here on American soil after World War II when we imprisoned all the Japanese people in this nation. But they got reparations. Because they formed a bureau. So we need to organize, reform the Freedmen's Bureau, and they can finally do what they're supposed to do. Now you ask me, why am I getting to a history lesson? I'm not out here to get round up and happy and make you feel good. I'm out here for advocacy work.
Come on.
Everybody keeps saying, what is your passion work? Because the system is so intricate, it affects us in every way. In health, in education, in economics, and political power. So how do you fix that? You have to have a bureau. You have to have a bureau that's multi-tiered, that's financed, that is going to make sure you get everything that you need to get. Now, you need to vote. But as Brother 19 said, poor people vote for you vote. So you got to push back to vote. When you cast your vote, only people that's step 10, that's step 1. Well, after you vote, then you have to show up for those meetings. Then you have to say, you cannot vote here and say, spin wheel on the candidate, and you walk in there because you have to research anybody.
Right.
Because, as we saw yesterday, James Cameron, all people say people. So you got to know where you stand. You got to know where turns those police things. This is many of us out here right now at Gathering Conference without getting them.
If you're in Georgia and you are a felon and you're off your papers, you can vote. You need to know that.
Woo! Now, maybe you should be it. Because the police is out here.
Oh, too late. Okay, amen. So the people that are here aren't saved. Everybody's not in church, but they don't represent what I was So people are very passionate about what they're saying. So she's talking good though. She's giving us some good valuable information. Like it's not enough just to vote. But after you vote, then what do? You gotta go to these meetings. You have to put somebody in office and position to assist us.
People ask me why I always wear my hair purple. It's because I'm a warrior. Warrior. No one talks. No one in service. No one speaks. No one is there.
Is encouraging us to get to work.
You need to get there. You're going to accomplish 5 things in the next 60 days. You will get.
Accomplish 5 things in the next 60 days. Go do your research on everyone that's in office. Find out what it takes for us to get a bureau to assist us. He's telling us that when we post, we should be educating people. We should really be telling people what the next steps are, what it is they need to do to make all of this come to fruition. We are literally at war. And the only people that don't know we're at war is us. We have to be strategic in what we do. This is crazy.
And they plot and plan on us every day. And y'all get emotional. This is not an emotional fight. Use the head. The monopoly board can only come back around to us.
Her language is colorful, but her message is right on target.
I saw you today and I was reading this, and I hope this one is to push past your vote, to show us accountability, to give God this great wisdom that we use this for people outside of the amazing things. Tennessee is doing amazing things. Join them. If you got something to do, pay them. To my allies out here, like allies have done to see. Like allies have done to see. You wasted money on people and put so much of that. And not they put it right over there. And once they put it right over there,
In November, they're going to have black women to do what? In
Patience, grace. I know y'all see y'all it's so easy to talk out of the mouth. It's so easy to argue with somebody. You don't have to show somebody love you when they don't to show somebody kindness even when they don't deserve it. To operate from a space of peace and yes, even when they don't deserve it. To give people empathy. To center. The best thing you can do for yourself right now, the most revolutionary thing you can do right now, is put yourself with us so we can the stronger you are, the stronger you are. The smarter you are, the better you are. The more gifted you are, the better you are in life. So do the inner work first. Because that's going to make you a world changer.
Right.
So get centered. Don't be so quick to anger. Don't be emotionally moved. Don't be so fucking triggered. So you can focus. So your plan is clear. So it doesn't change. So you're not easily moved. So while what blows around you, you're in space. Y'all ready to work?
Ready to build. That was inspiring. That was inspiring. My goodness. Thank you for the whole street. We're getting ready to move again. This is just at the this young lady that just she was awesome. So this is the halfway mark, and we're getting ready to go back to our starting place.
Black women towards the middle.
Black women towards the middle. Girl, okay. That's funny. I thought about that earlier. That's so funny. We are coming to an end. We're at the halfway mark, but we're getting ready to go back to the starting point.
We're marching towards the end now. We're going like we already went halfway. Now we're about to have the last half.
We're gonna go all the way along. All the way along. Looking for us to do anything. Well, we ain't doing nothing wrong, but this is the stuff. Y'all please stand right here.
Protect black women.
Protect black women.
Protect black women.
Protect black women.
Protect Teresa, yours is frozen.
You can't stop the revolution. 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 No! Justice! No! Shut it down! Protect black women!
Protect black women.
Protect black women!
And if we don't get no justice,
Protect black
we don't
women!
get no peace.
Protect black women!
Fix it.
No peace! No peace!
We don't got no peace.
They don't get no peace!
They don't get no peace.
They don't get no peace!
They don't get no peace.
They don't get no peace!
Where is the music coming from? There's the police here.
You can't stop the revolution!
You cannot stop the revolution. Where's the music from? Who's playing music? Somebody with us? No Donald Trump, no KKK, no racist USA. My God. What a message. I love it. Thank you all for hanging in here with us. It's been a long show. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
You're frozen, Teresa. They don't get no peace.
And we don't get no justice! And we don't get no peace!
They don't.
They don't get no peace!
Protect black women.
Black
Black
lives
women.
matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Protect black women! Protect black women!
Protect black women.
Protect black women!
got the black militia out here, y'all.
Okay, so the black militia is out here with their machine guns, their automatic rifles. If we don't get what we want, shut it down. No peace. No peace. No peace. We started at the front. Now we're at the back. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. I was. Don't shoot. I keep losing my signal. Don't shoot. 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 Don't shoot.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Hands up. Don't shoot.
Taylor!
That's my girl over there with the black militia. With her AK. See what this is? I'm sorry.
Now, on the steps, real quick. Can we have only women on the steps? Only women on the steps. CPU women.
All women.
This is where people are going to be speaking from. For all the men, let's get around and protect. Get around the edges. And don't y'all forget, if you see one in the people that are riding the shirt, raise your hand. People in the people that are riding the shirt, you can see these individuals to make sure you get registered to vote. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Hey everyone, how y'all feeling? Good. Y'all tired?
No. No.
You can get justice?
No.
You can get justice?
No.
This is what we doing it for. That's right.
Right.
So when she gets 23, so when she goes to school, she actually learns something. So when she goes from grocery store, her neighbor is having food that is fit for her body and will feed her and nourish her. So she doesn't have to drive across town to get something to eat. So she doesn't have to drive across town and get treated decently. She doesn't have to drive across town and get education. She doesn't have to drive across town and get health care. She doesn't have to drive across town.
We're doing this for the young black females that are coming up behind us.
Let them know.
This is good.
This is for her.
Yeah. We're about to end now. You want to dismiss us? Okay. I'll turn mine down. It's my phone's gonna die. Folks, our phones are about to die, and we're actually coming to the end. So we're listening right now to some of the organizers speak. But we just want to say thank you all for joining us in this journey. Again, don't let this just be our journey. This is all of us. Every single shot that went into Breonna Taylor's body impacts our collective trauma. We are all in this together. Let's continue to pray for everybody who's part of this movement and pray for Tamika Palmer and Breonna Taylor's family. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. We love you all so much, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out.